to the gates of hell, as we make our way to heaven through the Nazi lines. Primo Victoria!
Anyway, Metal Gen, we have a very special thing for you tonight.
Okay, I'm still debating whether or not this is still too short of time after the chosen one.
You sissy.
Alright, let's go for it.
Tonight, we begin, ironically enough, this story is called Fuckmare
by Unidentified 20xD6.
Well,
and before we begin, I must warn you, though this wasn't obvious enough by the title, this story contains mature themes and subject matter that is not suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is mandated!
Precisely. Anyway, Chapter 1.
Don't say we didn't warn you, because we just did. Right now. This is the warning.
Anyway, the first chapter is called Fuckmare. Begin.
This story is technically 5 chapters, but all of them are kind of short, so we're just going to go through it all. Anyway.
Yep. It was a dark and stormy night. Walking down the street, coated in water and buffeted by the wind, was Anita Cock.
Ready?
She walked in the abhorrent weather, mentally running through the checklist she used to help Pinkie Pie close down Sugar Cube Corner.
Turn off ovens? Check. Lock the doors? Check. Clean the frosting off the spatulas? Check. Clean Pinkie Pie's spit from the spatulas after she cleaned the spatulas? Check.
She is so preoccupied with making sure she didn't forget anything, she walked into a giant vat of toxic waste. The glowing green goop covered her entire body.
Just like the Toxic Avenger. Anyway.
Ew! Ew!
Try more feminine.
Okay.
She screamed.
Okay, fine.
Ew! Ew!
She began running globs of her own hair and flesh falling off and landing on the wet dirt with a soft plop. Oh, God. She ran full speed until she reached her door. The toxic waste had been washed off, repelled by the rain, but blood and holes in her skin marred her otherwise beautiful body. She dove into the bathroom and ripped open her medicine cabinet, pulling out bandages and antiseptic. She groaned in pain as she rubbed it all over her sore body. Everything hurt, but her wings were on an entirely different level of pain. After bandaging, she took some pain pills and curled up on the bathroom floor.
Mm-hmm.
The next day came, quickly. Anita woke when a beam of sunlight entered her bathroom window and glinted on her face. She tried to stand up but realized her blood had soaked through the bandages and dried to the floor, gluing her in her own filth. With a grunt, she peeled herself off the floor, scabs and tufts of hair deciding they liked the floor more than her.
Ew.
She began to unwrap the bandages between her legs and unveiled something startling. A giant penis! Anita screamed so loud her window pane cracked.
Oh yes, we are going there.
Oh my Celestia! What is this thing?
She proclaimed as she ran out of the bathroom. She noticed abstractly that her new genitalia was whacking her leg as she ran, and this, above all things, caused her to stop. She stood quivering for a few moments before reaching her hoof down to the fork in her legs. The penis was easily as long as she was tall. She felt an odd pleasure as her hoof rubbed the soft flesh. Her eyes widened and pushed the hoof further down until she found the vagina was still untouched.
At least that part is fine,
she thought. She rolled onto her back, using her wings as cushions to cover her sore frame.
Also, for the record, I'm sorry, I'm using the Twilight voice for this character. I cannot come up with a better one.
She began to rub her vagina, feelings of pleasure fighting back the pangs of pain. She closed her eyes and stuck her tongue out of her mouth and began to grunt softly. Oh, God, this is a...
If the title wasn't obvious enough!
Yeah. I can suck it in. Her other hoof found the soft, spongy tissue and began to stroke it. The dick immediately began to engorge with blood. With both sex organs receiving pleasure, she completely forgot about the pain in her body. Euphoria coursing through her body caused her to arch her back and splay her wings, flinging scabs in all directions.
Ew!
Ew! She came simultaneously from both organs, coating her belly in warm semen and her hoof in warm vaginal juices. Ew! Once the waves of pleasure left, the pain returned to fill the void. She walked to the bathroom and began to clean herself. She called in sick to work that day. The next, the debilitating pain she found would only leave when she was otherwise occupied, be that sleeping or playing with the genitals. What? It was then she realized the only way to keep from going insane would be to keep herself in a constant state of pleasure. But how? And on the second day, she realized she could be a vigilante.
Really?
What?
Of all the things you could do to try to stop this, that's the first thing you come up with? Anyway, she could become a vigilante.
One who could use her penis to stop the ramp. What the fuck?
This is too soon after the chosen one!
You sissy! One who used her penis to stop the rampant crime that's in Ponyville. That night, she wrapped herself in black sheets and prowled the desolate streets. Oh yes, this isn't at all sounding like rape, man. It wasn't before long she heard a cry for help. With ease, she jumped into the air and flew over to the cries.
Help! Somebody please help me!
Cried an elderly male mare.
He's trying to steal my mail, which is a federal offense!
Shut your yap, lady! Cried the burglar.
Stop, sexy criminal! There is no escaping the long dick of the law!
Cried Anita Cock. The criminal was a zebra froze and stared at the bedsheets coated mane with a blue penis.
Bedsheets covered mare.
Bedsheets coated mare with a blue penis dangling from her crotch. Look, lady man, this being under misunderstanding here. I wasn't trying to rob her. I was helping her cross the road.
Lies!
Shouted the male mare. I've been held down by the man for years. Now's my comeuppance.
Tired of being
said the criminal zebra.
Tired of being held down by the man. Prepare to be fucked by the man as well.
She proclaimed as she drove her penis into the zebra's asshole. Hey, what are you doing?
Oh God, no!
Oh no! Oh God! Oh God!
But if this isn't your thing, turn back now!
She ignored him and began to thrust her penis deeper and deeper into his ass. The zebra collapsed, moaning in painful pleasure. What? Anita groaned as well, feeling the pain that overwhelming her abate. Ha! The male mare stared in shock at the graphic sex scene appearing before her, running off and screaming. Anita didn't care. She was too busy making the criminal her bitch. She grunted and groaned until finally moaned as her cock erupted, splatting the zebra's fecal-lined intestines with horse yogurt.
No one actually threw up here.
He let her cry when he felt her finish. Without missing a beat, she yanked her penis out of his butt and sat on his open mouth. She felt him squirm around, tongue thrashing wildly on her clitoris.
I'll get up once you finish what you started, scum!
He promptly began to work on another sex organ, licking and slurping. Once she finished, she stood up and tied down the zebra. Once he was tied down, she said,
Oh God, I have to say this.
Oh, shut up.
You have the right to remain horny. Everything you do can and will be held against you in an orgy of law. You have the right to a butt plug. If you cannot afford a butt plug, one will be appointed to you. Do you understand your rights?
He nodded in consent. She walked off, headed for the police department.
1 down, 4 more to go. Thank God the rest of these are all like 500 words long. Anyway, you did what?
Before we continue, I must say this. All I know is ball and good and rape.
Tonight, you. Anyway.
Hey guys,
what
do you mean by tonight Me.
What are you talking about, Bonrath?
Anyway, continue.
He's like, it's just a dog. Yeah, I'm just a dog.
Anyway,
Okay, you did what?
they slammed the pony chief of police. Fuckmare explained what happened once more, watching as the police chief's face went from white to red.
I'm going to lock you up. You're obviously insane and a menace to all of Ponyville.
He told her. Anita was thrown unceremoniously into a jail cell of criminal ponies. Anita realized it was a test of her willpower. She promptly found the largest pony in the jail and thrust her penis into his mouth.
Oh my God, no! Nope.
Was what he said as he spit the schlong out.
Do I still have to do this as Batman?
Yes.
All right. Take it, you slut!
She shouted, ramming her penis against his closed mouth and shattering his teeth.
Damn.
Ew! Broken nubs grated on her foreskin, but she didn't care. Deeper and deeper, she went into his throat until he choked down her dick and died. What the fuck? The other prisoners backed off. No shit! Keeping their butts to the wall. No shit!
Yeah. Who would at this point?
Took this distraction and shoved her long penis into the dead horse's anus. The guards arrived to find her balls deep in Big Mac.
Why was Big Mac in a jail cell?
Best not question or ask. They muttered to themselves and they unlocked the jail door.
Fuckmare, please. Actually, no, wait. I gotta do
I
that.
got it.
No. I got this one. Fuckmare, please come with us. That was my best Judge Dredd impression. I know it wasn't very good.
Anita removed her dick and wiped it on the other mares in the cell before following them. She followed them into a jury house and she was put on trial.
Really? What for?
The zebra
The defense
shook.
You forgot this.
The defense was quick. The zebra shook and cried as he was carried to the stand. I got this.
Wait.
Can you show me on the doll where the mare touched you?
Asked the lawyer pony.
Still you.
Here, here, and here.
I rest my case, Your Honmare.
The lawyer pony sat on the bench, smiling at a job well done. Anita's lawyer pony went up to the bench before repeating the questions to the zebra.
Can you show me on this doll where the man touched you?
He repeated. Here, here, and here.
Let the record show that this indicates my client was doing her civil duty,
Said the lawyer.
You know, I was going to do that as Phoenix Wright, but no, I will not bring Phoenix Wright into this. He's too good of a man.
Whatever.
And a lawyer. Alright. I get this. Alright!
Said the judge.
It is clear that Anita is the best crime fighter we've ever seen, and this zebra is the largest male fraud zebra in all of Equestria and possibly the world. I order her to work for the police force.
What?
Anita walked out of the court, head held high.
Any statements as to what happened in there?
Asked the reporter pony.
Yes,
Replied Anita Cock.
the world is sick, and my dick is the cure.
2 down. 3 to go.
Chapter 3.
Sees the superhero doesn't have a mark. She leaves a stain. Alright! After that interview, Fuckmare was pushed into a police cart and they raced to the scene of a crime. When they arrived, she began masturbating to clear her mind of pain.
Well, look who came to the scene of the crime. It's Fuckman. Some pony get a mop. Clean up that jizz. You're a sick bastard, Fuckman,
Said the detective. She ignored him and looked at the brutal murder in front of her.
Looks like the victim died of a prolapsed anus.
Said the scientist at the scene.
I see my longtime nemesis has reared her head again. Butt woman!
Exclaimed Fuckmare.
I've never heard of this butt woman. She runs around prolapsing the anuses of her prey. It's pretty brutal. As brutal as raping the teeth out of Big Mac. Don't think we don't know about what you did to that stallion in the cell, Fuckmare.
She stayed silent. Let's see the crime. It wasn't before long they stumbled upon something.
Oh no! My one weakness! Pimp tonight! What?
What? And the woman, her head exploded in pain and she blacked out. She revived as they were carrying her to an ambulance to take her to the Pony hospital.
To the automobile!
She said before they injected her with sedatives. She lost consciousness again. 3 down! 2 to go. Wow, that's fast.
Yeah, the chapters in this aren't very long. Anyway...
Fuckmare's revenge. After the hospital, Fuckmare was taken to local school to educate children in proper sex practices.
What?
Miss Cheerilee stood at her desk to introduce their class guest.
Students, we have a special guest here today to speak... I'm sorry? Students, we have a special guest to speak to you today, and, help me out after class. Fuckmare?
Anita smiled.
Oh, I'll help you out after class, Miss Cheerilee.
The class laughed, and Cheerilee sat down at her desk. She slid open a drawer to reveal a bottle of Applejack's Daniels.
One is not going to be enough.
Without hesitation, she popped the bottle in her mouth and started chugging.
Hello, my little ponies.
Fuckmare's head.
I heartily supports public libraries and teaching kids to read. My favorite children's book is Horton Humps a Whore.
Was that written by Dr. Splooge?
I don't know!
Fuck! Anita began to read the book to the children, who stayed silent and ate glue. What?
Well, that's preferable to listening to her talk.
The story was finished. Cheerilee stopped taking slugs of whiskey, closed her eyes. Anita set down the book and pulled up a second one.
This story is called Green Eggs and Sausage. It's about proper penile hygiene. Ah! I just punched my co-host.
She said excitedly. Children didn't bother to feign interest. After the story was finished, Fuckmare stood up.
Remember, my little ponies, ask not what your guns can do for you. Ask what you can do for your guns. I'm sorry I seem to be flipping in and out of random voices here, but I can't bring myself to take this seriously.
Without a fanfare, Fuckmare walked out of the schoolhouse and ditched her police companions by flying away. Each pump of her wings reminded her how much pain she was in. Before long, she had found a target. She flew her wings before landing next to the zebra criminal she had raped the night before.
It's only been a day. And how are you this fine day?
Luna, damn it! You scared me to hell! Well, it's you crazy bitch. Stay away. You rape me so hard now, whenever I take a step, my asshole whistles.
Shut up, the zebra criminal.
My co-host is biting into a glass bottle right now.
Contemplating it. Deciding that her first catch hated her, she flew off without...
Why would her first catch not hate her?
It wasn't long before the pain drove her to the ground, and she walked around the streets, getting stares of attention everywhere she went. As she walked, she heard the telltale cries for help. Eager for her chance to forget her pain, she ran to the source, only to find a masked and mustached Pegasus standing between two buildings.
And now...
I am the great Pussy Willow, exclaimed Pussy Willow. I have come to kidnap your children, but it seems the superhero Fuckmare has come to stop me. But she will never be able to. That is, if she wants to. Pussy Willow then ducked into the alley, yellow fur and pink mane leaving a flash.
Sound familiar?
Oh, God. Grinning with anticipation, Anita began to walk into the alley when one of the citizens' ponies stopped her.
Stop, Fuckmare! Can't you see that it's a trap?
Thank you, Admiral Ackbar.
Wait. It's a trap!
Fuckmare stopped, turned to the well-meaning citizen, and glanced at her love missile.
Well, so am I! Oh, God! Alright, we need a moment.
Here we go. In response, Fuckmare jumped into the air and landed cock first into Pussy Willow's extended snatch. With animal intensity, the meat stick was rammed repeatedly into the love muffin. It was love that's most animalistic. Grunts and moans echoed up the walls and created a harmony. When the orgasm came, Fuckmare ripped a dick out of the cup and ejaculated all over
Did you say this?
Yeah, it's no big deal.
We forgot a line, but we are not going back to read it!
That's nice, said Pussy Willow, whose mask fell off to reveal it was none other than sweet, innocent Fluttershy.
Excuse me for one moment. I need to drop something. Can I see your glass
It'll
cup?
shatter.
There we go.
Fuck me. Oh. Wait, I got it.
No. Wait, you... I got this. Who made you do this?
It was none other than your arch nemesis, but something or other.
We're not going back to the Fluttershy voice.
Known for a shy and pleasure, the marehood covered in love, mayonnaise.
I shall catch that fiend as soon as I can!
Said Fuckmare as she ran away from Fluttershy, who was unable to walk away because she was fucked so well.
Last chapter.
Prepare your anus for the ride of your lifetime.
And what
the fuck? Fuckmare ran to the deserted part of Ponyville and began looking for the abandoned warehouse of her arch nemesis Butler. How do you know this?
Who cares?
It didn't take Fuckmare long to discover the secret lair. It was pretty obvious the walls of the warehouse were coated in graffiti. It was all pro-Fuckmare. Things like Fuckmare once visited the Virgin Islands. Now they're known as the Islands, and Fuckmare lives in the Cayman Islands.
That is not funny. Oh well.
She knew she was needed to be careful. She crouched down and walked in front of a door, her butt high in the air.
You call that being careful?
Crawled around her arch nemesis so they could have a battle.
Of what?
But she heard the whistle. It was too late. Botwoman's dick entered Anita's asshole. The pain was incredible and knocked her to her knees. Each thrust began with new pain and torture, but Anita remembered something she learned in maths. 2 negatives make a positive. True. So the negative pain she felt when the toxic waste minus the pain she felt being raped cancelled out, and she realized it felt great. This realization, she tightened her anus and gave more pleasure to her assailant. Eventually, she was tuckered out from all the anal fucking. Fuckmare turned around to see it was none other than the criminal zebra.
Rape me once, shame on me. Rape you twice, shame on you!
She shouted as she plunged her extra long horse dick into the criminal zebra's butthole. So violent that somehow killed the criminal zebra brutally. As she walked out the front door, she saw the police captain at the door, and he was very angry.
Why must you rape everything, Fuckmare? And what is your secret identity?
Fuckmare flew away, but her voice echoed down to the denizens below.
Okay, sleep tight, and keep your butt clenched. You never know what evil may be lurking. Just remember, though, you can always call on Fuckmare for help.
The end? ?
You know what? I'm not even going to scream. I'm not even going to rate this story. Three, 2, 1. It's alright, Daedaltheus. It's alright.
Unlike my co-host, I'm going to rate this. I give it a 7.5 out of 10.
Really?
At the end of the day, it's a fun little thing. It makes you question things. It makes you wonder things. And if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go summon Cthulhu and make him go wage war.
It's okay, Daedaltheus.
Oh, Jesus, Jack jumping.
It's okay, Daedaltheus. It's okay. It's okay. You see, a day will come when the courage of Ponies fails, and when we forsake all of our bonds of fellowship. But it is not this day. A day will come when the might of god-awful fanfiction comes crashing down. But it is not this day. A day of horrible grammar and red and black alicorns and Mary Sues. But it is not this day. For this day we fight for glory and for the Red Dawn. Charge for honor, for glory, for Ponies.
Okay.
Remember in our last reading when we said Fluttershy was our brain bait each? We're gonna go listen to that now.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
Bye!
ladies, gentlemen, may you have a pleasant evening, and remember, just remember, there is a God! There is a God, and He loves you very, very much. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go prepare the virgins for Cthulhu. Hey, Cthulhu! I'm coming for you, man! I'm coming!
Bye!